Good evening. Welcome in Daily UPSC audio program. Choppy waters, the Times of India. Glacial ties should not mean non-coop, co-op. The Economic Times. Now the full editorial. Choppy waters, the Times of India. Houthi attack on Red Sea shipping pose a global challenge. India must work with US to protect interest. Two weekend two weekend attacks on commercial ships with Indian interest. Two weekend attack on commercial ships with Indian interest in the contiguous seascape is stretching from the northern Indian Ocean to the Red Sea. Red Sea have created a serious security dilemma for New Delhi. First, India-bound MV Chem Pluto with 21 Indian crew was hit by a uh, projectile. Hours later, crude carrier MV Sai Baba with 25 Indians on board faced a drone attack in the southern Red Sea. Houthi challenge Yemen's Houthi rebels attack on ship seems to now target vessels with no Israel connection. Suspicions. This was raised suspicions that Houthis Iranian backers may be providing the rebels with a list of targets for strategic purposes, something Tehran denies. Iran conundrum. Logically, India should parley with Iran to protect Indian screwed and flagged ship for those with Indian cargo manifest, but New Delhi's relations with Tehran have dipped over the last few years, mirroring the upswing in its ties with Gulf Arab states as well as its closer ties with Israel. Securing sea lances. America recently proposed a multinational naval force Operation Prosperity Guardian (OPG), and Danish shipping major Maersk said it would resume transit through a Red Sea under the force protection, but there are issues. It is not the availability of ships. Many countries have been engaged anti in anti-piracy missions in the region for years, but Arab nations don't want to be seen attacking Yemen. Another Arab nation should nations. Some countries don't want to be seen acting in favor of Israel, and others are trying to avoid a larger regional confl- conflagration involving Iran. Global test that China has not joined the OPG despite the interest being potentially affected gives the problem a geopolitical dimension. Iran, through its proxies along with China and Russia, is demonstrating its disruptive capabilities. India should coordinate with US naval assets in the region to protect its shipping interests, and the Indian Navy should stand by to contribute more robustly to this effort. Glacial ties should not mean non-coop. The Economic Times, an International Center for Integrated Mountain Development (IC, ICIMOD) report released earlier this year warns that glaciers in Hindu Kush Himalaya are melting at unprecedented rates. They could lose up to 75% of their volumes by the end of the century, leading to flooding and water shortage for the nearly 2 million people who live downstream of the river. Such warnings mean that international monitoring of glaciers will be a crucial bulwark for safeguarding the region's future. But last week, Government of India rejected a parliamentary panel's recommendation for a data sharing agreement on Himalayan glaciers with countries of the region, including not best of past China. This is a short-sighted step. One reason cited to reject the panel's report is national security. Any mechanism that would give Beijing informational access to the upper reaches of the Himalayas, a natural border, is a non-starter. This is why a joint mechanism on glacier proposed by the previous Indian government was also abandoned. Yet, given the uh, precarity of the climate change, Government of India must find a solution that best balances national security and environmental economic demands. India must step up its research on glacier and augment its understanding of the issue. As major countries of the region, both India and China must engage in this. New Delhi can take a leaf from Washington's book on balancing immediate and long-term security needs. Even though the security concerns are qualitatively different, India can relate to the difficulties of the US-China relationship. Washington and Beijing identify climate change as a sphere that requires both to work together. Despite the problematic bilateral relationship, even India aligned with China in international climate negotiations. A holistic view could similar path and holistic view could benefit India and the region in this climate hit era. Durus, thank you.